Let's unbox the Kogan action camera. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. I recently received my Kogan action camera and accessory kit. Now I thought I would do an unboxing just to share this with all the supporters of my channel. Those of you who support me on Patreon, through PayPal, buying merch, just watching the videos and letting the ads play, and those of you that are members here on YouTube, just to see what I'm investing your support into. I'm generally looking at buying new equipment. Now I'm not a reviewer, this is not a sponsored copy, and I bought this camera because I think this was $45 for this, and the bag of gear was I think another $45. I think all up with postage I spent about $90 on it. So I thought it'd be good to get a look. So what we'll do is we'll jump over here. We'll jump to the unboxing camera here that we can see. So I will just move that away. So here we go, we've got the box, and I'll just move that camera back. So here we have it. Now this is a generic Chinese manufactured camera, and I open it upside down, which, oh look at all the stuff that it comes with, which they have, you know what, I'm going to switch back to my normal camera and just hold it up because this is just a complete mess, which they've branded with Kogan in the box. So you can see here, this is the little camera. It's in the waterproof case. It's meant to be 4K. Now the 4K is only like 10 frames, so it's essentially useless, but it can do 1080p at up to 60 frames, which is what I need it for. Waterproof, we can go down to 30 meters. Now I want to use this for some construction videos, particularly where I'm doing particular renovations around my house here. I want to do a whole series of videos just sharing that journey with everyone. You know, just to see, so you can laugh at an architect, play with tools. So it comes with the camera in the case. How do I open this? There's all these buttons here to control it. Okay, you can open it here, and out pops the little camera. Charges by USB. Please remove the screen protector before use. By the second inside thicker one. So there you go. It's got a little lens. Something that's tiny. It really is tiny, guys. Here is the waterproof case. It literally is just a plastic case. You can see that there with some buttons. I don't know if it's going to let the sound through, but I can't imagine I'll be using that too often. And then it has a series of case cleaner, a mounting thing, another mounting thing, and just tons of different mounting pieces of equipment, which even cable ties to stick it to stuff. This appears to be another front cover for the waterproof case. Some straps. Some more mounting equipment. Little cable. And just some other mounts. Then we'll have, oh, what else do we get? We get our instruction manual and a warranty card. I'm sure I'll fill that out. I think I get a year warranty for it. I mean, I can't imagine they won't just chuck this out and replace it. So what we'll also look at is what we receive in the grab bag of things. So we'll jump back over here. So I'll just, this was listed as the GoPro compatible kit. So we have a, looks like a little satchel, little belt, a whole pile of mounting things you can see there. Bloody hell, more mounting things. I don't know what half of these things are for. Another little stand. Oh, here we go, little arm I can use to mount and hold it on. So I can be one of these people that are, you know, that are doing this to hold things. Look at me. I guess this will be useful for when I walk around the shopping centers. And we've got more mounts as well. This orange thing that I don't know what it is. And just more ways to wear it. You know, to strap it to your body, strap it to your bike and your helmet. So guys, that's what I've gotten to film more things. Now what I need to do is I'm going to charge this up. I need to actually buy a card for this. I didn't buy that from Kogan because I can get it cheaper somewhere else. And then I will show you the footage that we can get from this camera. And I'll let you know if it's any good and if it's useful. I mean, I was looking at GoPros or other alternatives, but I thought, it's smarter to see if I can make do with something cheaper like this for just what I'm doing, because it's going to be a lot of construction work. It's going to be walking around shopping centers. It doesn't need to be super duper quality here. I'll often upload to YouTube and I'll drop it down to 30 frames because it's still good enough for what we want to see and what we want to learn from these things. And the construction stuff, that's a bit of fun. So yeah, and thank you once again to all of the sponsors and supporters of this channel. I'm not just wasting your money. I'm buying new things to try and improve the channel. I got the Stream Deck, which has made it a lot easier. I can bring up my favorite charts very easily, have all the information there, makes post-production really fast. And so I'll say goodbye, and I will come back in the future after I've driven around for a few hours trying to find bits and pieces. Thanks, everyone. Hello, I'm back. I have played and tested out with the action camera. Now this is the mount, because it came with all of the additional things, and I mounted it to our car as we were driving into the city to have a look at the Bookfest here in Brisbane. And we'll just jump here and I will play some audio. I'll turn this off and we'll just play it. I've sped it up. This isn't how fast I was driving. So this was remember, this thing was only $45 for the camera and another $45 for all of the accessories. And so this, I think it'd be good for, particularly if you're driving through suburbs, or if you're going to areas, if you want to look at a few area, I need to clean my windscreen. No, that's on the software. Yes, it's a software glitch. But if you want to capture things, just to get an understanding of what's happening in certain areas, I can see this as being useful for that. And it's also pretty easy just to take out to film. I mean, it's a 4K camera. I was quite surprised for the cost of it. The battery is, well, it can be replaced, and I'll probably need to replace it if I want to do anything longer. I also want to use this camera for doing some time lapses for some of the work I'm doing around the house. And we'll see how that all goes. Just works with a SD card, has 30 gigs, and this is just us driving into Brisbane. I mean, this is a trip I have done many times. I just sped it up in Vegas Pro. I tried to do a time lapse with it as well to capture some nighttime footage of the sun setting, but I didn't quite get it working, so I'm still working on it. And you can see here just as we're driving into the city, it'd be great. I mean, this is the good thing about working from home now. I don't need to worry about these type of commutes anymore, guys. They're a nightmare. They're a nightmare. I remember the number of times I've made that drive in. What are you doing, Florian? Looks like you're going to hit things. Made that drive in just completely flat out. And notice here on the left, actually, these are all retail shops here in this precinct just before the hospital, and it's always, they're dead quiet there. I'm amazed any businesses would even risk setting up there, particularly ones that don't actually service the hospital directly. And here we're going into South Brisbane. You've got a new development there on the right, another new development there on the right, another one there on the right. You've got the old little trendy fish and chip place, which is empty. And you can see, I think I had to restart the camera there. We're driving along down here. So this is us going to the convention center. And yeah, no, so I'm generally quite happy with it. You'll see in a moment some footage of me walking into the convention center. So I dropped the kids off and the wife off, everyone, to go, book shopping. And then I took it inside and I had it on a stick very embarrassingly and tried to get some footage there of it. This doesn't have the same image stabilization as the other devices and the more expensive ones, but I still think it's pretty good just to get an understanding and an idea. And this was this the first day? Yes, I think it was the first day or the last day. I can't remember anymore. We went twice there to get, and I got a few good books. I got one I haven't read yet, Midas Touch by Trump and Kawasaki. And the old dude there looking at it, that's the end of that footage. The old dude there looking at it, when I bought this book, I'm buying one of Trump. He was giving me daggers. I couldn't believe it. And I thought it was quite funny. I mean, you get it for $1. Why not? It'll be an interesting book, at least to read, all by the ghost authors that read it. So yes, no, I'm generally happy with this. And once again, this was a purchase that I could make thanks to all the support of those of you who watch the channel, who subscribe to the channel, people who make your financial donations through Patreon, PayPal, or directly via PayPal or other means, and those of you that use the affiliate links, all of, a little bit, it all adds up, and I appreciate it, and it helps me invest in stuff like this so I can make different content. Because in previous videos I've done, the goal is you can strap it on, wear it and walk around, or wear it on your head. You look like a bit of an idiot, but you can. I think if I'm going out to film a street, I'll just put it on, probably on my arm or something, just to get some footage, to see some of the areas. I mean, let's jump here to have a look at, as we're going into the city. You can see here in this area here, as we're approaching, I mean, these shops here are always dead and empty here. There's such a high turnover there, and now they've got a dedicated bikeway there. There's no on-street parking. Could you imagine having a business there? How tough it's going to be? And over here as well, it'll all get redeveloped eventually because it's so close to the city. You can see Felice, Felice, there's been an office there for Felice for a long time, and you can't see it because I'm not showing it, but here you go. I mean, you can see here Felice. So thank you for everyone who's supported the channel. I really appreciate it. It's allowing me to invest in new equipment and new things. I also got the Harmonic microphones as well recently to just help with live recording, and I'll just keep adding to the kit as we go. This year, the next is a microphone so I can actually get out there in the street and talk to some people, and then probably a better camera. We'll see how we go. I can, to be honest, the old iPhone is still pretty good. Still pretty good for what I need. Anyway, guys, thank you all very much. Thanks for your support. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.